up, everybody? This your girl CC with Where It Begins Magazine, and I got my co-host Theo on the line with us today. Hey, Theo, how are you?
Hey, CC, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Happy Wednesday, Hump Day Wednesday.
Hey, Hump Day Wednesday, man. We're getting in one more time, bringing another dope person to the platform, man. I'm really excited and interested to see what she got to say today.
Yes, me too. So we're gonna let this special guest introduce herself of who she is, what she does, and where she's from.
What up, y'all? It's your girl, Misbehaving. I'm from ATL, Westside Bankhead, and I'm a hip-hop artist / entertainer, actor, entrepreneur, and all the good things in between. So, spiritualist. I'm a little bit of everything. His name.
All right, Miss Everything into Everything. So, since you in the A, tell us three things you love about the A.
Yeah.
I love my city. I'm not one of those people be like, I'm ready to move. Nah, I love my city. I love everything about it. I love the nightlife. I love the Southern hospitality. I love the weather. Sometimes it's weird, but I love it. I love it. I love everything about Atlanta. Born and raised.
All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about
Except for the traffic. But yeah.
Hey, but
that's what I do.
That traffic comes from everybody else that loves the city that moved here.
Exactly. This is true. 100%. Facts.
Well, let's go into your journey. Let's talk about it a little bit about your journey and how you got to where you are today.
Okay. Well, I started the music thing when I was actually my whole life. My family is into music. My dad's a singer. My grandfather played bass for James Brown. Both sides of the family was big in music, gospel on both sides. My uncles play bass. We were just natural musicians in my family. So I kind of watched everybody do their thing as far as, church, and my daddy with all the talent shows and hearing about how he was just that dude back in high school and singing and thought he was Teddy Pendergrass and all that good shit. But I grew up watching my family and I just knew it was something that I wanted to do. So I kind of got started dancing. Dancing was my thing. I was a hip hop dancer, choreographer type dancing, choreographing, background dancing, and loved it. That was my thing. I thought that's what I was going to do the rest of my life. Then I thought I was Whitney Houston at one time, singing is my first love. Whitney couldn't do no wrong in my eyes. So, when Whitney sang, I was like, oh, that's for me. Like that's who I'm gonna be. Like I'm gonna be a singer, I'm gonna be great and all this good stuff. And then as you can see, I'm a rapper. Yeah.
Who was that person that pushed you up on stage to perform? Who was that person that was really motivating you?
I had a couple of those. My parents was those people. They were the ones, and come see my baby sing, come see my baby dance. When they friends come over, I'm just doing my thing as a whole kid, singing, rapping, dancing, everything that I could do. But that was my parents, man. They pushed me to be who I am. Like they knew that's what I wanted, and they pushed it. But as far as a rapper though, like I don't know if y'all familiar with Blizzum. I think he has the show. He has a radio show.
Yeah.
Well, he was the person who wrote my first rap ever. Like he used to always tell me, because we was in the same group. I was like 14 in this group called Valid Entertainment, and it stood for vocals and lyrics, including dance. And Blizz was the rapper in the group. I was one of the dancers, background dancers, and he was the rapper in the group. We had I was the singer and a rapper.
To be clear, you're talking about K100, Blizzum? Yep. Okay.
Blizzum.
Okay.
That's sort of like my big brother.
Okay, good people.
He is. He used to always tell me, I was like 14, 15. He's like, I love your cadence, your voice. I just feel like you can rap. And I was like, I never wanted to rap. That was never my thing. I wanted to be Whitney Houston. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, he trying to make me rap. I'm over here singing all the hooks on the songs and dancing. And he wrote my first rap. One day I showed up for practice and he was like, yo, I wrote a rap. I want you to rap it. And I'm like, I don't know how to rap. He was like, you do. You do. So he gave me this rap. First he spit the rap and then I spit it. And he was like, I knew it. And I was so surprised myself. I was like, oh shit, I actually ripped this shit. Like I can rap, And that was the reason I became a rapper. Like I give it all to Blizz because that never crossed my mind. I never wanted to rap. He wrote my first rap and then I turned into a rapper. Everything else was history for me. I didn't want to do nothing else.
There it is. Yeah. There it is. That's some Atlanta history right there. That's good.
Man, ain't it though? Yeah, it's dope. That's dope.
So what are some, oh, go ahead.
No, you got it, CC.
So what are some things we can look forward to from you for this year, for 2022?
Man, I got new music coming. I'm working on a movie. Actually getting the proper backing to shoot the whole movie. I actually shot a trailer for it a year ago. But movies, I got a new store coming. Actually, I'm opening a store, a franchise. I don't really want to speak on it right now. I'm just gonna, when it busts out, I'm just gonna tell everybody like, yo, that's my store, you know. But so I got a franchise coming. I got new music coming. I'm working on a movie. I actually got new artists coming coming on the scene. So I'm doing a little bit of everything. Trying to cross over into the acting world too. You know, I kind of got a weird love for that. It just kind of came out of nowhere. So I'm doing a little bit of everything. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was gonna ask where did that acting bug come from?
Man, acting bug. I actually dated an actor. And the whole process of it was just so dope. I caught myself just like kind of, trying to figure out the directing, like how did people get their angles and what was, the mind frame when they was doing this sort of thing. And I just kind of used to watch as they would film. And I was like, damn, I think I want to try that. And I actually did a scene in a short film with this particular actor. And I didn't do anything. We just basically was making out because I didn't have any scenes, like no real, lines or anything. But I just looking at it, I said, okay, I think this is something I can do. So I directed my first film, which is the trailer the script that I wrote in the trailer I filmed last year, and I thought that was dope. And now I just want to act and direct. Like I'm really pushing myself to stay in the music because I'm like I kind of want to go over here. Yeah, but we're gonna see. So
there's so many crossovers though between people in music and the acting. So you go from an extra making out on the sofa to directing something. Like what is that journey like?
Oh, that whole that little scene from that acting thing was so long ago, it was so many years ago. But I wrote this script in that process though, like in the process of them doing their thing. I was writing a script. So it took me about 4 or 5 years to perfect that script to the point, because, every year changes, we grow, words change, lingo change. So I have to continue to update that script. So like last year, I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just going to do the trailer and I'm doing it. I'm a visionary, so I could see things. So I knew how I wanted it to look and, how I wanted to be shot as far as angles and that sort of thing. So I just did it, had no experience, did it and did it great. I knew I could do it. Like, all you have to do is see it and then you just do it. Yeah. So I did it. Yeah, I did it and it was dope. So I was like, yeah, I feel like this is one of those things that I'm natural at. So I'm just going to do it again.
That's dope. So you were sitting on set, peeping the whole recipe and putting your own little gumbo.
Yeah, I was, and it was so funny because I used to try to put my little 2 cents in. Had no experience, but I'm a visionary. You know what I'm saying? So I would see things and I'd be like, yeah, y'all should do it like that. Like you should put her over here. She should be standing there, and the camera should be here. And they was looking at me like, girl, you don't even know, you're a rapper. Like, you don't even do this. Like, so, I was like, all right, I'm going to show y'all ass. I'm going to show you, people think you don't have no experience that you don't know, but some people just natural at that shit, and I'm one of those people. I'm just a natural. So, yeah.
Okay.
It was fun, though. Yeah.
That's dope. So any anticipation on when that project would be out?
I really don't have specific dates. I'm pushing for maybe later this year. That's the push. But you know how shit is right now. Like, who knows, man, for real. Like, you think you're on to something, then you ain't. Shit fall through. So, like I'm pushing for it. I'm having faith and we're going to see. Okay. We're going to see.
Well, definitely good luck. Good luck. You already got us excited to kind of see what you can do behind the camera.
Yeah, I be doing my thing, but see, that's the thing. I'm trying to get back in front of the camera, like on a different thing, because even in my movie, like I'm not even in my movie. I don't want to be, because I kind of don't even want people to know it's me. I just want people to see it, love it, and then, and I don't have to be in it. Yeah, because I wrote it, produced it and directed it. So I don't need to be in my movie. I want to be in somebody else's movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
But out of everything that you got going on, what has been one of your most memorable moments you've had so far in your career?
Memorable moments. I've had a lot of those.
But which one just stands out?
I know. I'm trying to see. Like,
what's the biggest moment?
The first time I ever seen a bottle fly across the stage and somebody actually get hit with it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's something I'll never forget. Like, I'm like, what? Like every time I perform bottle action, people break out fighting, and I'm just like, this is a weird thing, to the point that I had to get used to it. Like, because I would, in the beginning, I would just stop and be froze. Like, you see blood and it's like, what the? So I would just stop, and I had to learn to keep performing. Shit, it's like, it is what it is. So, but I always remember that. That stands out more than anything to me. So, like, when I perform that song to this day, I just be kind of looking like, please don't fight, please don't fight, please don't fight. But yeah. Oh, and meeting Snoop Dogg, a long time ago. Like, I've met a lot of celebrities, and it's so funny because I won't say that I'm a fan of Snoop, but I mean, of course, we all love Snoop, you know what I'm saying? But with all the celebrities that I've ever met in my life and crushed over and all of that, like, for some reason, Snoop was just the one to, like, make me melt. I melted when I saw Snoop. Like, I saw Snoop and I really felt like I met a celebrity. Not to say, because everybody else I've, kicked it with and been cool with, and, like, I know celebrities, you know what I'm saying? But for some reason, Snoop did something different. And I noticed that, and I kind of held on to that feeling like, what is it about Snoop? I'm not even a huge fan. Like, I like him. I love his music, but I'm not like, oh, Snoop Dogg about to drop a single. I got to go get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that was.
Did you almost pass out?
Nah, I didn't almost pass out, but nah, I don't think nobody can make me pass out. Nah. Maybe Prince or like MJ, but nah, I ain't almost passed out. But I was just kind of like, I don't know. It was his aura. His aura was very bright. It was very bright, and it just felt genuine, and like, and that's what you don't get a lot of in this industry. Like, a lot of people are not genuine, and Snoop was very genuine. And he didn't even do nothing. He was just like, "Hey, nice to meet you." That was it. But it was just something about that. It was his aura. That man had a glow around him, and it was so genuine. Like, Snoop is a special person. Like, and it's crazy because I've only met him once, but I remember that, and that was like, it had to be about 15 years ago. But that stands out.
So, but speaking of Snoop's glow or that glow of celebrity, like what's that moment when you realize you had your own glow around you? Not the self-esteem part, you know what I mean? Because everybody that make it, you've been telling yourself that for years before people finally catch on to it. But what was that moment where you realized you had your own glow when you went out and people recognized it? That celebrity moment for you.
When I tried to go to the movies by myself, and damn near died. Got stampeded. Greenbrier Mall, like, was crazy. That was my favorite thing to do, like, by myself, like, before my celebrity, before any of that. Like, I just like to go to the movies, watch the horrors, get the ghetto nachos and kick it. Like, that's me. But this particular day, I think I forgot, because the one of my producers was like, "Hey, you need to always have somebody with you." But I'm like, I don't want to be bothered with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm by myself, that means I don't want to be bothered. So I would just go by myself. And this one particular day, I went by myself and I didn't care. And I was just like, these niggas be tripping. Like, I don't want to be around nobody. So I was on some gangster shit like that. I do what I want to do. Went to the movie theater, came out all happy, like, loving the movie. Somebody spotted me at the concession stand. Then somebody told somebody else. The next thing I know, it's like a whole goddamn crowd of people behind me. And I'm by myself, and they're kind of like cornering me. And they only wanted like a picture, you know what I'm saying? Or autograph. But it was just so many at one time, I spooked myself. So it was so many. I'm only 5'3", like 130 pounds. Like, I took off running, and I didn't know you're not supposed to run.
They chase you.
I took off running. They took off running behind me.
Yep.
I finally looked back,
Yep.
and it's like the crowd had like tripled, and I'm just like scared out of my mind. And I'm like about to cry, and people like reaching at me, and then somebody just snatched me. Like I just felt somebody grab me. And it was a friend of mine. He was like, "What the hell are you doing out here by yourself?" You know, and I'm just like scared, shook, learning a lesson. You know. But
I can just picture that. You sitting there, you look back, and the whole group is chasing after you, and you don't know which way to go.
Yeah. Hey. And that happened to me again at a skating rink. Like, but it was this time, it was like a bunch of teenagers. It was like a mixture of people this particular time at the movie theater, but at the skating rink, I was actually there doing a walkthrough. So I had everybody with me, security and all of that, but they didn't care. Like those people was at me and they was running at me, and it's just like the whole like 1,000 people, and everybody on the floor just took off running after me. And I was terrified, and I was kind of traumatized for a little minute after that, because that's the second time that had happened to me, and I just didn't want to be around people no more, and I had to kind of get out of that whole thing. And it was just a situation, but a learning situation.
No, you know what, Black people, right? Like if there's trouble and somebody starts running, everybody follows. If it's a celebrity and everybody starts running, everybody follows. Those just the rules. It's the rules.
Yeah. I learned that early on in my career, and that's it's traumatizing though when you like as small as me, like, and then it's just like a bunch of damn people. It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. No.
But back to the music industry. What do you think is missing nowadays in the music world?
Originality. I think rawness is missing. I think a lot of people are, I want to call them popcorn artists, but kind of popcorn artists. Like, they get a lot of strippers and models and say, "Oh, you look good. We're gonna write you a rap and you're gonna be a rapper." And but then when you see these people perform, you kind of know the background before you even really know the background. You're just like, oh, okay, somebody got her out of the club, or somebody got her off Instagram, and you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of popcorn artists. I don't think there's any authenticity. I think a lot of people are being made up, not from my era of music. Exactly. And it's like, my era, we kind of did things differently. Right now, everybody got social media. They don't have to go out the house to promote. I used to be on feet giving out flyers. You know what I'm saying? Just on foot out here at all the events, giving out flyers and CDs and stuff. And a lot of these people are becoming millionaires and don't even got to leave their living room. So it's real different.
Let me ask you this. So, because obviously you've been around the game for a while, right? So the game used to be, because we have a Facebook group. We do a music trivia show every Wednesday. And we cover a lot of 90s, 2000s, like the earlier part of rap and R&B. And back then, right, the image was the females were only a little different from the guys as far as image wise. And the pendulum has swung so far over to the other end. Like, what is it like being a female artist in the industry right now?
Honestly, I love it actually, because a lot of women have to grow up. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is an image and there is a style. There's an era of style. So it's like we kind of go with the era. Like when it was big baggy, shorts and big shirts, that's what we did. And now I think a lot of women are like walking into their like feminine energy, and that's dope. Because I think women should be sexy. I think women should be feminine if they are feminine. You know what I'm saying? So like, I love it. I think it's dope. I don't think it should be over sexualized, but I think it's dope. Yeah, it's great being a woman. You know what I'm saying? Because I will bust out looking like a Mortal Kombat character. Like I'm good. I love it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these, young girls these days, shit, they make you want to compete. Yeah. It's like, shit, let me get in a gym. Look at her body. Even though I know a lot of these bodies are made up, but either way, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got a lot to compete with out here.
Okay.
So yeah, I love it.
So you've embraced it and used that as motivation just to beef up your image.
Yeah, to better myself, because that's the thing. Nothing stays the same. Everything changes. So either you're gonna get left behind trying to stay where you at, or you're gonna move with the shits. Like that's how it's supposed to go. It's supposed to be about elevation and growth. And if we don't do that, like you're gonna be stagnant.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What's your advice to that young artist that's coming into the game, specifically, you know, female, keep it with your feminine energy thing. What's your advice to them? Obviously, you seem like a person that's put your own work in, so obviously we would assume, you know, that's going to be part of encouragement. But outside of that, what's your advice to them really to kind of key in on to get themselves moving?
I mean, for me personally, I would suggest that every female artist learn the industry first, because a lot of us, we jump in the industry with a dream and ambition, but there's a lot of sharks out here. Like, you know, we are forced to learn the industry after we've been fucked over. You know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking from experience because, you know, I didn't jump in the industry trying to learn the business part. I jumped into business because I was passionate about my passion. You know, and I think women first, you know, we should know our worth first and foremost, you know, to understand just because you dress sexy, don't give nobody permission to touch you. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like just because you're walking in your femininity, you need to be balanced, masculine and feminine energy, because sometimes you got to bring out that roar sometimes. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women just feel like, you know, they got to say yes to everything because they don't know. But when you know, you don't have to agree, you know. So yeah, I just say learn the industry first. And once you learn the industry, can't nobody tell you nothing. Can't nobody stop you because you know. You know, you can speak on what you know, and a lot of them don't speak up because they don't know. They just rap.
Yeah.
Right. You know? So yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Where do you see your brand in 5 years?
Oh, my brand gonna be up out of here. I don't have a choice. Like that's I've been putting in a lot of work. Like, you know, Misbehaving the brand, 905 Music Group the brand, M Signature One, like, you know, Triple M Management. I got a lot going on. 905 Films. We're gonna be up out of here because I don't have a choice. That's why I keep my feet in everything, keep a foot somewhere. Okay. Because, you know, you got to have, you know, more than one way to get it today, because shit is terrible, bro. Do you see how much eggs are in the store?
Hey, listen, they raised the minimum wage just so they can inflate everything else afterwards.
I know, so exactly.
Pay attention. Pay attention.
Facts. I already know. Yeah, when I paid $6, almost $7 for some cheese, yeah, I was like, yeah, time for me to get my own cow or something.
Yeah. No, that's crazy. Some of these gas stations still price gouging. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Everybody price gouging, even the spiritual people. That's a whole nother conversation. Yeah. Crazy.
Well, but let me ask you. So in 5 years, you want the brand to be, you know, up there to keep elevating. Yeah. What's the marker right now in your mind that's gonna tell you that you got to that mark?
For me, it's when I'm doing everything from a computer for real, and I'm just sitting on my island chilling. Okay. You know, it don't even got to be my just AI. You know what I'm saying? Chilling, and I'm exactly, and I'm still making money from afar. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to be in the mix of everything like I do now. I kind of have to be everywhere for everything now, because even though, you know, the work has been putting in for years, you know, I'm not there yet to the point where I could just say, okay, I'll leave this to somebody else, because I don't trust people with my stuff. Certain things I trust people with, and certain things I don't. So me, I got to be in the mix. I got my hand in everything that I am a part of, or any of my brands. That's all me. Yeah. You know. So when I'm at the point where I don't have to be hands-on with everything, then I know I'm there.
Okay.
Good stuff. Real quick before CC gets into this next part, give your social media. Let them know where to find you or where to follow you.
Yeah, well, I got hacked on Instagram, but I got a new page. It is one Misbehaving. That's MSBHAVIN _. So one Misbehaving _. If there's not an I in the name, there's not an E, and there's not a G. MSBHAVIN _. And the same thing for TikTok. Snapchat is Misbehaving 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And before we go into our fun fact game, Is there any projects and I know you're working on a lot of projects, but is there any upcoming events you have here in Atlanta? Because we love to come out and support things like that.
Not in Atlanta, but I have some stuff coming up outside of town. But actually, me and my business partner is trying to put together some things for Atlanta for the summer. We'd like to do a lot of stuff for our nonprofit and the youth and, stuff like that. Just basically get them something to do, block parties and, just fun stuff. So we're putting some stuff together this year too. We did some stuff last year, so we're getting it ready for this year too. So yeah, I'll definitely be, keeping y'all in the loop for real. And y'all can come out. Definitely come out.
We'll definitely support. But for the people who don't live here, plug your other events that you got coming up.
I have an event coming up in Alabama. Can't think of the club right now, but I can get that back to y'all later. One coming up in Charleston in June 2nd.
Okay.
Can't remember that spot either, but I'll let y'all know.
You're gonna be moving around.
I mean, I can't remember. Yeah.
Gotcha. Good stuff.
Okay. So we have a fun fact game that we do always at the end of our interviews. So we give you one question apiece, and I'll go first since you went first last time, Theo. So my question is, if you can only keep 3 apps on your phone, what 3 apps would you keep?
Whew. Girl, you're gonna make me have to go through the apps. Like, definitely the Gmail app.
Okay.
But I mean, hold on, we talking about that or like, just regular apps?
Just any app.
Okay, yeah, definitely need the Gmail app. That's the money. Text message, because I don't like to talk.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's blackjack game that I love. So yeah, I gotta keep the blackjack game. Yeah,
But she ain't keep no social medias or none of that. She like, I'm gonna text y'all, I need my money and I'm gonna play my game.
Hey, that's inner peace for me.
Yeah, exactly. Peace of mind.
Totally.
Good stuff. So let me ask you. So being an artist, right? If you could go to any place, anytime, with anybody, who would you have to make some music with? Who would be that one person or one group?
I struggle with this because honestly, I don't be thinking about nobody.
Like I be in my own world, I
do. Like I don't even listen to the radio, so
I'm in a group with me, and me.
Right. Pretty much. Miss B, Misbehaving, and Brandy. But, okay, let's see. I like Doja Cat. I think she dope as an artist. Doja Cat is dope. For me, it's really not the fact that she's hot. It's more so that she can do a lot of the stuff that I do. Like, I rap, sing, write, dance, and she do that too. So it's like, I feel like if I did a song with her, it would like entail all of those things. So we could basically battle.
It'd be creative.
Yeah. She's dope though.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Doja Cat though.
That's just okay. Well, I definitely want to say thanks for interviewing with us today. It's been a pleasure talking to you and getting on your journey. Yes. So, and like I said, we're always here to support. Let us know. We'll come out, especially because we're here in the A2. And we always love your classic song. So that song ain't gonna never stop playing. So, I'm gonna rock it today. We're gonna have to throw a little question in there for our music trivia.
Now you gotta check out the other one. You gotta check out BBE. You gotta check out the rest of my stuff. I'm not just Bottle Action.
Yeah. No.
So much.
We know
so
you
much
keep,
others.
We know you keep the heat coming, but it ain't nothing like that staple. Ain't nothing like that staple.
Yeah, you're right, because I can't get away from that shit, and I'm trying. I've been trying forever.
Good stuff. But yeah, definitely, man. Appreciate you for taking time to come out.
Thank
we
you.
Wish you much love and success in 2022 and beyond. And
thank you.
We look forward to your events coming up here in Atlanta and definitely your projects that you got on the way.
Thank you. You too. You guys have a great one.
Thank you. You too.
All right, you too.
Be blessed.
Later. Bye.